Beneath the endless desert skies where silence becomes the language of the soul, I let my heart unravel into verses, words woven from longing and memory, carrying the fragrance of nights when love was near and the ache of moments when distance carved shadows across the spirit. The winds whisper secrets only the heart understands, and I listen, turning them into poetry, into stories that belong to no one and yet to everyone. The kind of words that echo through time like footsteps across shifting dunes. There are nights when the stars burn brighter, as if they remember what my heart remembers, as if the heavens themselves ache for the love that was once near, a love that turned every silence into music and every shadow into light. But in the weight of solitude, even the moon feels heavy, watching me with pale sorrow, as though it too has seen promises break and dreams fall apart. The desert stretches far beyond my sight, endless like the ache that lingers, and I ride across it searching for something I cannot name. Perhaps for her smile hidden between the dunes, perhaps for the echo of her laughter still alive in the air. My words flow like falcons cutting through the wind, sharp yet graceful, carrying the message of my soul. They fly where I cannot, into skies that hold the secrets of yesterday, into corners where memories hide. I write not because I want to, but because my heart cannot remain silent, because love has left marks deeper than time can erase. Each verse becomes a wound and a healing, a confession and a prayer, as if by speaking of sorrow I can transform it into strength. I remember the way love once felt, a fire that warmed every breath, a river that carried every dream. It was the gentle dawn after a long night. It was the promise that tomorrow would hold more than just survival. Yet life has a way of testing the strongest bonds, of pulling apart hands that swore never to let go. And so here I stand, not broken, but not whole, holding the fragments of what once was, piecing them together in words, hoping they form a bridge that reaches her heart. There is no throne greater than love, no crown brighter than loyalty, and no victory sweeter than trust. These are the truths that guide my verses, truths carved deeper than stone. I have seen wealth fade and kingdoms change, but love remains the only legacy worth leaving. Perhaps that is why my heart keeps writing, even when silence feels easier, because I know that in the end, it is love that echoes across generations. It is love that keeps the spirit alive long after we are gone. The nights of Dubai have seen me ride alone beneath silver skies, the city lights glowing in the distance like jewels scattered by fate. I ride with questions burning in my chest, questions no one can answer, questions that only the soul understands. Why must distance exist between hearts that once belonged together? Why must time steal the hours that should have been ours? In the silence of night, where the stars lean close to listen, the desert keeps its secrets, and the dunes carry whispers of longing. I walk with a heart heavier than the shifting sands, and every grain beneath my feet feels like a story of yesterday, a story of love, a story of loss, a story only the wind dares to repeat to the lonely moon. The falcon soars above me, tracing wide circles in the endless sky, its cry echoing like my own soul that yearns to be free. Yet freedom is a strange illusion, for a heart bound by memory cannot escape even beneath the vastness of heaven. I speak to the falcon in silence, asking if it knows the pain of return, of finding the nest empty, the branches cold, the shade gone. How strange is love. It lifts us higher than the tallest palm that touches the clouds, yet it can strike us down, casting shadows longer than the desert horizon. I remember the nights when the stars were brighter, when every constellation was a companion, when even the still air felt alive with promise. But now those promises are broken pieces, and I walk barefoot over them, each step cutting, each step reminding me that what is gone will never return the same. The desert knows me. It has known the princes and poets before me. It has kept their tears buried beneath golden sands. It has heard their cries carried away by winds. Tells me, you are not the first to lose. You are not the first to love. You are not the first to break. But still, my heart argues with the desert, for pain feels new when it is mine, and sorrow feels eternal when it belongs to my chest alone. O moon suspended above, You are my confidant when no one else can listen. You rise over palaces, over cities, over tents of nomads, and still you find time to shine on my loneliness. I whisper to you the name I cannot forget, the face that haunts me in every reflection of water, in every mirage that tempts the thirsty. Do you hear me, O moon? Do you carry her face too, when you move from horizon to horizon? The horses in the stables snort restlessly, as if they feel my unease. They too were born to run wild across the dunes, yet they stand still, tied by ropes stronger than steel. I look at them and see my own heart, a creature meant for freedom, yet bound by love, tamed by memories I cannot release. Every morning I rise with hope, but hope is a fragile thing. It comes like the dawn, soft and golden, and it dies like the sun at dusk, leaving only darkness to keep me company. I try to bury my sorrow in words, to let poetry carry it away, but the more I write, the heavier it grows, as if my pen does not release it but engraves it deeper. I walk by the sea where waves crash endlessly, and I ask the sea to lend me its voice, to roar for me, to weep for me, for my tears are silent, invisible, unseen. The sea responds with storms, but storms do not heal, they only break ships and scatter dreams. Yet still I stand on the shore,